Just tiny muscles. They'll thank you for it. Thank you, thank you. Hey, you got a friend, right? Well, this week at Elaine Powers, it's her 2-for-1 sale. I mean, you can both join for the price of one. So come on down, call today. Elaine Powers, the first woman of fitness.
The People's Court today at 4:30.
Now, Nicole, don't be so concerned. I have to admit that I had my doubts, too, when Skylar told me he was going to buy the station.
And you encouraged him just the same?
No, I didn't encourage him. I merely said that I would convey his message to April, and that's what I did. But then that's something he could have done himself.
Yes, but coming from you, it must have meant more to April.
Well, I knew that April was going to sell sooner or later, and I thought we could do worse than keeping it in the family.
Yes, I guess you're right.
I thought it would be good for Skylar, too. Give him some purpose in life, some direction.
Yes, but I can't help wondering how much direction he's going to give us.
Now, Skylar has promised he is not going to interfere in station affairs. I know. Promises.
Geraldine Saxon, you have a call on line 3.
Excuse me. Hello? Oh, yes, Raven. Where are you, dear?
You have 3 guesses.
It's much too late to play guessing games, Raven.
All right. I'm at the coach house with a very charming man.
Well, how nice. I hope you enjoy your dinner and don't get home too late.
I don't think you understand. It's Ian Devereux. He came by and we arranged to have dinner, or I should say, I arranged to have dinner.
That doesn't surprise me in the least.
No, but what will surprise you is that it's a dinner for 3.
What?
Yeah, it's not a cozy twosome, it's a cozy threesome.
Raven, what are you up to now?
Well, I told Ian that it would be lovely if we arranged a dinner with his old friend Skylar Whitney, and it would be even lovelier if a surprise guest came.
My dear girl, one of these days, you're going to arrange one surprise too many.
Don't worry, darling. I know exactly what I'm doing.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Prell, the shampoo that frees your hair to be beautifully full and thick. And by Era, a combination of powerful cleaners to clean all the way through.
When we set out to make a great laundry detergent, we started with powerful cleaners that work on deep-down dirts, cut through soaked-in grease, get out seeped-in food, clean through ground-in collar soil. Then we concentrated them, all in a powerful quarter cup called Era. So effective, it cleans all the way through. Watch Era clean through ground-in collar soil, taco grease, and motor oil. Put a teaspoon of Era only on the top. Rub, run under warm water, and look. The Era cleaned all the way through, even through the collar soil. That's the kind of clean you want for all your wash. Era cleans all the way through.
What she got and got a lot of, lots of hair from Prell. Lots of fullness, lots of thickness, lots of hair from Prell. Goodbye limp, goodbye flat, got lots of this and lots of that. Got lots of hair from Prell.
A little Prell leaves you looking like you got lots of hair. Prell gives you lots of rich, thick lather to lift up every single strand for lots of rich, lots of thick, lots of full.
Hey, Prell, thanks a lot, sir.
Get the hair that's got a lot of, get lots of hair. Get lots of hair, get lots of hair. Lots of hair from Prell.
Hey, you guys, here you go. Thanks. Please do not ask me what tonight's special is because I have totally forgotten.
Minute steak, according to this.
It's funny, I thought that was the lunch special.
Well, these are the luncheon menus, Mitz.
Oh, my gosh. Going crazy.
Mitz, what's the matter with you? You're a little preoccupied today.
Oh, people have been telling me all day I've been acting strange. I mean, especially the people I've been dropping food on.
Is it what I think it is? Is it all that business? from the studio last night?
Valerie, it is so strange. I was okay afterwards. I really was. I went home, I slept fine. I woke up this morning and I was shaking like a leaf.
A delayed reaction, I know. I had some of it, too.
Mitzi, what made you go crashing into that studio after I told you it was closed?
Jim Dietrichson, you should know better than to tell me Valerie is taking pictures of celebrities. It is your fault.
Okay. I put temptation in her way, I'm sorry.
That is one thing I cannot resist.
So don't you bawl out, my friend.
Valerie, did you ever find out what those people wanted from you?
I don't really know, Mitz. I guess it was some sort of a burglary scheme.
Well, why in the world would they want to break into your studio?
Yeah, I wondered about that myself.
Well, I don't know. I'm not the robber. I do have thousands of dollars worth of equipment in there, though.
Yeah, but they'd have to get a truck to get all that stuff out.
Yeah, it seems like a whole lot of trouble that they went to so that they wouldn't be discovered.
Well, I know. In one phone call, and I bought the whole thing. That celebrity story. Pretty stupid, huh?
Valerie, I have a feeling I would have believed the same thing. I will get the other menus.
Thanks, Mitz. Okay, I'd like to know what really happened there last night.
Jim, the police have asked me to be very discreet about last night.
I already know who this guy was. It was Foley. It has to be, that fake CEA agent.
You're right. It was Foley. And this time he had a woman with him. He called her Yvonne.
Yvonne. Why would they entrap Raven and then come to you? What could you have possibly told them?
I'm still not really sure, Jim. I mean, they think that I had some real connection with Jeff Brown. That I'm a Confederate of some sort.
Well, you've been accused of that before.
Yeah, I know, by Schuyler Whitney himself. At one point, he believed that I colluded with Jeff, that I told him about my father's clinic, that I met him there to do who knows what. But I didn't. Jim, I swear to you that I didn't.
You don't have to convert a believer. I don't think you were messing around with a guy.
Yeah, but no matter what I said yesterday, they wouldn't believe me. It was awful. And you know what they wanted to do to me? Oh, God, I really don't want to talk about this.
Well, what did you do?
Well, I convinced them that I had some pictures of Jeff showing visitors around the clinic. So...
Oh, so that's how you got into the dark room and you made the phone call. Very clever girl.
Yeah, but not clever enough and not brave enough when they threatened to burn down the studio. I was about to come out. I didn't know what to do. But I guess they heard or they saw the police or something and they ran.
Well, where was Mitzi in all of this?
When I walked out of the dark room, she was standing there. And I have never been so happy to see anyone in my life.
I bet. What are the police going to do about this, though?
Well, I don't know. I'm assuming that they're going to catch Foley and put him behind bars. I'm not going to feel safe until they do.
You know what I think?
What?
I think you need a bodyguard.
Okay, here we go. We have the dinner menus. All right, you guys break it up. Now, the special tonight is steak. However, it is not the minute kind. I think this baby is more than like an hour and a half.
Hey, come on. Hey, come on. Jim and Val are here. Excuse us a minute.
Hey, talk to you.
Hi. I'm sorry. I tried to call you all day.
I was home all day.
But I was in court. I couldn't get to a phone. I understand you had a lot of trouble with Val's studio last night.
Oh, Cliff, that's not really what's bothering me. Something happened tonight.
What?
Oh, I don't want to tell you. I didn't want to tell anybody. I didn't even want to tell Val and Jim. It's just, I thought maybe
calm down. Take it easy. Just come on. Just sit right here and just tell me. Now, what happened?
It's Gunther.
Him. Why don't you tell King Kong to go back to the Empire State Building where he belongs?
Cliff, he came in for dinner. I mean, there was nothing I could do. I mean, we do serve dinner here.
You do have a sign on the door that says no animals allowed, though.
Cliff, he's a good customer. I mean, he ordered 3 main dishes and I don't know how many other side courses.
What happened then?
All right, so I'm running around. He's got me running like a crazy woman, and all the time he's making these...
These what?
Remarks.
What kind of remarks?
Nasty remarks.
Hey, come on, it's all right.
Really?
Hey, it's all right. Look, something's got to be done to stop him, and I'm going to do it tonight.
There's nothing you can do about this.
Yes, there is. I'm a lawyer. I know the law. I can tell him to stop bothering you or I'll throw him in jail. There are laws in this state against sexual harassment.
Gunther Wagner is not going to listen to you, believe me.
You're probably right. I'll tell you one thing. His boss will.
Cliff!
Come to me when you need someone to lean on.
No. It's you.
Yeah, I see you got the joint to yourself tonight, huh, baby?
I thought you were with Mr. Whitney.
Well, I was. I dropped him off at the restaurant, then I got myself a little bite to eat. I gotta pick him up in about an hour.
Where'd you go for dinner?
I don't know, just some little joint you don't know.
Try me.
What? Well, I don't know. It's just some fast food place. I can't even remember the name of it now. Ah, boy, real fast, I tell you. I wish they had mixed the bicarb right into the food. That would have saved some real time.
Well, I would have gladly fixed a nice dinner if you'd asked me.
Now, what makes you so sweet all of a
Oh, I'm just feeling especially good tonight.
sudden? Yeah, well, you were in a rotten mood when I left about Spencer making you wax the floors.
I wanted to ask you something about Mrs. Bowie.
Mrs. Bowie? Oh, the wife of the guy we used to work for?
Right. What do you know about her?
I don't know. I didn't know her very well. Bowie married her about 3 months just before he kicked off. You know, I knew there was something in that. I think she was about half his age, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think she was a little bit too much for him to handle.
We didn't know her very well, you and I. They went off on that long honeymoon, and the only person who went with them was Spencer.
Yeah, the guy gets all the breaks.
Maybe more than we know.
What? Okay, what's this all about? What's all the sudden interest in the Bowies?
She was so pretty, wasn't she? So young and pretty. It's obvious that she married Mr. Bowie for his money.
It happens all the time, baby.
Must have been a disappointment to find out that he left her nothing but debts.
Hey, listen, I don't know about you, honey, but I know you're feeling nostalgic, but I think I'm going to see if there's any more cream pie left. Maybe it'll help settle my stomach.
My darling Spencer.
New Jell-O pudding pops! New Jell-O pudding pops!
What's that, Bill Cosby?
New Jell-O pudding pops. Frozen pudding on a stick.
Mmm, good. Wow, tastes great.
That's right. And you know what else? When you eat it, your mom won't give you the old evil eye like she does with some snacks because she knows that this is made with real pudding.
New, rich, creamy-tasting Jell-O brand pudding pops. All the goodness of a real Jell-O pudding frozen on a stick.
Tastes great. And no evil eye.
How do the Morgans clean their rug?
By spending $12.50 on a steam machine.
But the Browns get the same-looking results.
With an easier, less expensive way.
Woolite Spray Foam Rug Cleaner. Woolite penetrates into rug fibers to clean ground-in dirt.
Oh, our rug looks clean.
Smells fresh, too.
We spent $12.50 on a steam machine.
Next time it's Woolite.
Use Woolite Spray Foam Rug Cleaner.
For rugs that can look steam machine clean.
It's depressing, isn't it? All the deaths in the news these days.
Yes, our broadcasts are beginning to sound like obituary notices.
And if it isn't death, it's war or threats of war or business failures or strikes. I wish we had just one lighter story tonight.
Then how about a little gossip item?
Such as what?
Well, let me see. It would go something like this. What merry widow of Monticello is dining this evening with not just one eligible bachelor, but two?
Raven.
Who else?
Is one of these eligible bachelors Schuyler Whitney?
Yes. And the other is Ian Devereaux, an old friend of Schuyler's. He's the man who rescued Raven in the George Foley affair.
Oh. Oh, 3 people for dinner. Isn't that unusual, Geraldine?
But Schuyler didn't know it was going to be a threesome. Raven is arranging the world to suit herself as usual. Ah, yes. I'm sure she thinks she has thought of the ideal way to make my nephew jealous.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And I am certain that at this very moment, she's playing one against the other.
So how could you two do that? I mean, after being such close friends, all of a sudden you just lose track of each other.
Happens all the time. Do you keep in touch with your best childhood girlfriend?
Well, I didn't have any. I was always more interested in the boys.
Somehow I have no trouble believing that.
Sky and I were both too young to guide our own futures. I had my father.
Ah, yes, and I had my trustee at the Monticello First National Bank. He, in his infinite wisdom, decided that it would be best if I were educated in Switzerland.
And my father, being the Anglophile that he was, insisted on my going to England.
Yes, you know, we used to sound quite a bit more alike.
I love your accent. It sounds so much more refined than,
Than mine?
Well, I didn't mean that. I mean, you have a nice voice. It's just that men with accents sound so dignified, like they're well-read and well-traveled.
Well, I have traveled, I suppose.
So have I, but I'm still a country girl at heart.
That doesn't describe you at all, Raven.
No, how would you describe me?
Vibrant, beautiful, fascinating, and very, very wicked.
Mr. Devereaux, you don't know me well enough to call me wicked.
Do you, Sky?
Oh, no, nonsense. Raven? Oh, no. She's the picture of innocence. There's not a mean bone in her body.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Ever since I've known her, she's been the picture of an absolute, the epitome of a lady. She's quiet, she's refined, she likes the simple pleasures in life.
I do not.
Well, Raven, I didn't mean to insult you.
I know you're just making fun of me, but I think it's really mean of you to give Ian the wrong impression.
I thought it was quite a good impression. Well, let's talk about something really interesting. Ian, you had been telling us about those nefarious characters who took over your house for their evil deeds.
Well, I was hoping you'd be able to tell me something about them, Sky. According to the police, they may be connected to your old friend from Switzerland, Jefferson Brown.
His old friend, Jefferson Brown, was my husband. Didn't you know that?
Yes, but I thought I'd ask
Oh,
Sky.
no. I know more about Jefferson Brown than anyone. If you have any questions, you should ask me. Well, I just wanted to be part of the conversation. I just hate being ignored.
How does your fabric softener smell?
Ah, nice.
Ah, nothing.
Introducing new unscented Bounce.
Unscented Bounce doesn't leave a scent on my clothes. That I love. Regular Bounce gives me the long-lasting freshness I love.
Now there are two kinds of Bounce.
Both control static cling, while both leave your clothes soft and fluffy.
Regular or new unscented Bounce for...
Ah, nice.
Or...
Ah, nothing.
Connie, where's the hairdryer?
Top drawer.
Top drawer. My antiperspirant?
What is this, a test? Here's yours, and here's my secret.
2 antiperspirants?
I need my secret roll-on. It really helps keep me dry.
Why don't you just use mine?
Secret's stronger than your spray.
Well, then I'll try it.
It's for women. Smell.
Pretty. But if it's strong...
Sorry, honey. Finders keepers.
Cute, Emily.
Secret strong enough for a man.
But made for a woman.
Imagine all the chewy, gooey cookies you can bake with new 6 dozen size Duncan Hines cookie mix.
Chewy, gooey, we love chewy, gooey cookies made with homemade tasting Duncan Hines cookie mix.
Now Duncan Hines chocolate chip cookie mix comes in a 6 dozen size too for twice as many chewy, gooey cookies.
Oh, we love to mix them, love to bake them, love to eat them. Duncan Hines is chewy, gooey, homemade good.
New 6 dozen size Duncan Hines cookie mix.
Chewy, gooey.
Homemade good.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Nora. Came to see your boss.
He's not home.
Figured as much. When do you expect him back?
The question is, does he expect you?
Don't get smart with me, Nora, all right? Tell him I have some important business to discuss with him.
About what?
None of your business. Tell him it's a legal matter.
Is someone suing him? Here to serve papers, Counselor?
No, I'm here to serve notice. You tell him to keep a leash on that gorilla that he calls the chauffeur,
You mean Gunther?
Yeah, Gunther. Good name, Gunther. Gunther the gorilla. Oh. You're home.
That's right, I am home. Maybe you'd like to repeat what you just said, Sonny.
I think you heard it. I think you know what it means, too. Some lady that you've been harassing down at Sid's Tavern.
You know what I'm going to do with you, Sonny boy?
But before you do anything rash,
You know, I'm a lawyer. Here. Here's my card. You'll probably need a good lawyer someday.
Well, what do you know? Tastes better than the banana. Now, what am I going to do with this banana?
Well, that's all I had to say, if you'll excuse me.
Will you leave him alone, you big bully, Mr. Williams?
I'm not causing any trouble, Nora. I'm just offering this young lawyer here my banana.
No, thank you. I've already had dinner.
You got a choice, Sonny. Either you eat this banana or I'm going to feed it to you. Now, which one is it going to be?
Well, now that you mention it, I haven't had dessert.
Okay, we're talking one chicken special, one sirloin rare, side order of leaf spinach, home fries, and 2 beers. Okay, Damien, what do you want?
No, Mitzi, that's for both of us. Thank you.
I gotcha. I really like your nails.
Look, I really don't think it's wrong for you to feel loyalty towards somebody. In fact, I think it's great that you can show that. But not for a louse like Eddie Lorimer.
He's not as bad as you think, Damien, honestly. Sometimes he can be nice, even generous.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that he just loves dogs and little kids.
He does. The 2 charities he gives to are the Kids Hospital and the ASPCA.
Oh, Poppy, come on, you've got to be kidding me. That guy's a sociopath.
Oh, don't throw words at me. I'm sick of people trying to educate me. Boy, I should have stuck with the people I was born with.
Hey, wait a minute. You said you wanted something better out of life. Well, now's your chance to get it.
Like what?
Well, I think that Eddie Lorimer losing his business, well, it's going to be a big break for you.
Yeah, well, that's what you think. I'll never find a job that good again. You know, I may never even be able to get any kind of a job.
Poppy, if you give yourself half a chance.
Besides, who says that Eddie's going out of business? He's got a buyer for his gallery and the scrapyard.
Oh, terrific. What's he going to do, retire to Florida?
No, he's going to find some new business, he says. A nice, a club or something.
Oh, sure, with a little gambling casino in the back.
No. He says that he's going to try it legitimate.
And you believed him?
Damien, be sensible. Look, I'm what I am. And what I am is a lot closer to Eddie
than what I am, I know. Hey, Poppy, look, I've got a vacation coming up.
What?
Yeah, I've got some vacation. I mean, our caseload is a lot lighter right now because we've solved a couple of big cases. We know that it was Joe Bulmer who killed Ellis Campbell, and we've also got the guy in custody who killed Ted Loomis.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it was Troy Bannister. I mean, he admitted to the crime.
I thought he said he was innocent.
Well, he said it was an accident of some kind, but I don't see how that's possible. Wait a minute, you know Troy, don't you?
So?
So I think maybe you're feeling a little bit sorry for him.
His sister came to see Eddie this morning.
Dee Dee? Why?
Well, I think that she thought that maybe he might be able to help her. She looked like she'd been crying for days. Oh, I know that look.
Sure. Look, I thought we were talking about you and me.
I felt so sorry for that girl.
Poppy, look, I feel sorry for her, too. I just don't think that you and I should have to suffer for it right now. Look, about this vacation, I thought it might be a good time for you and me.
No, Damien, please. Don't say any more. Not now.
I can't believe you're going off to college tomorrow.
Are you going to get sentimental on me?
I'm acting like a mother, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay, tell you what. You finish up here and I'll go make us some General Foods International coffee.
How'd you know I was in the mood for Swiss mocha?
When weren't you in the mood for chocolate?
You know, I'm going to miss these times.
Are you going to get sentimental on me?
With General Foods International coffees.
It's Sears Every Coat on Sale. You can save 25% on every coat, vest, and jacket. Every coat and jacket for kids, from tots to teens and all kids in between. every coat for men in every style, color, and size that Sears has in store. And every coat for women. Dressy warm wools, casual jackets, and more. But hurry, sale ends Saturday. To save 25% on every coat, you can count on Sears.
On General Hospital for Luke and Holly, even Robert may be too late to save them from the final danger. Don't miss the breathtaking end of the adventure at Mystery Mountain. General Hospital.
This really has been a delight, Sky, sitting across the dinner table with you.
Yeah. It's a shame that Raven had to be here. Well, I mean that Ian and I could have had so much more fun reminiscing if we didn't have to worry about offending your delicate female ears.
I see. Well, I'm glad I came, and I'm sure Ian is too.
It's made a happy occasion twice as happy.
So I think the next thing on the agenda should be who has the opportunity to take this lovely lady home.
Well, I think there's a pretty
I have an
simple answer
idea.
to that.
I think that we should toss a coin.
Well, that sounds reasonable enough to me.
And I think I should do the tossing. It's only fair. Heads, you win. Tails, you win.
Raven, just a minute. I don't think this is such a terrific idea.
Heads, you win.
Mr. Devereaux. Yes? There's a telephone call for you, sir. Who in the world would call for me here?
I thought that no one knew that you were in Monticello.
Nobody does. The lady said she was your sister. Camilla. Good heavens.
You have a sister?
Yes, Camilla. And the last time I spoke to her, she was in Europe.
Maybe she called from there.
Well, I did leave this number on my answering machine. I suppose there's one way to find out. Would you excuse me?
Certainly.
Well, Mr. Whitney, you could have been a little happier about winning the toss.
I didn't see the toss, Raven.
Oh, but you won. Isn't that all that matters?
Well, how wonderful to hear from you, Mrs. Bowie.
Colette, have you forgotten there's a perm that can give you big, soft, beautiful curls? Kathleen, remember how a perm made you look and feel so terrific? Get a Rave soft perm. It's the gentle soft perm with no ammonia, no odor, and definitely no frizz. If you've forgotten all that rich, full body you got with a perm,
I love it.
Get a Rave soft perm.
1 and 1, that makes us 2. We're together, me and you. Happy just the way we are. Come, let's share a Hershey bar.
Mothers have felt good about giving Hershey bars to their families for over 80 years.
It's a very special time. Quiet song, nursery rhyme. Cuddle close now, here we are. Come, let's share a Hershey bar.
This is David Hartman. Tomorrow, a preview of the Reagan-Suharto talks. Also, Morris Gibb. This week, Diane Cannon and Christopher Reeve on Good Morning America.
Tonight, spend an hour with incredible kids. Meet 51 of them, all born to the same parents, and learn about a medical miracle that restored a child's face on That's Incredible. Then Burt Reynolds proves that love is better the second time around in the romantic comedy hit Starting Over on the ABC Monday Night Movie.
Tonight on ABC's World News Tonight. Lost pets are being used for medical research. Should strays be used as lab animals, or can man advance science without sacrificing his best friends? ABC News, recognized in a TV guide poll as the most trusted news organization in television.
Get ready now for the incomparable Patti LaBelle and Al Green, starring in Vinette Carroll's Your Arm's Too Short to Box with God.
This is Stormfield coming up for you next on the 5 o'clock Eyewitness News on Columbus Day Super News from Wall Street. There's a talk about the cold snap. It has everybody talking. We're also going to have some big news from the world of rock and roll as the Who hits town. And, of course, we're going to have the parade for you. We'll also have this story for you.
What is it to locate a small child in a smoky room? I'm Gloria Rojas. I tried to find out.
Also, we're going to have consumer counselor Phyllis Eliasberg, Spencer Christian with the weather, and much more at 5. Join us.
If you took the pure natural juice right from a fresh, ripe apple, you'd have red cheek apple juice. 100% natural, 100%...